Hey YouTube, Joe here with another flashlight overview, and today I bring you the OLIGHT X7 Marauder, a maximum output of 9,000 lumens. That's right, you heard it, 9,000 lumens. What are you going to do with 9,000 lumens? That's a lot. That's a lot of light. Before we get to the flashlight, let me show you the box that it came in. Very nice presentation. It's kind of like your Boker box, but it has like that little magnet on the side. Take a little bit around the box. They refer to these types of flashlights as a soda can style flashlight. And since I just happen to have a can of Diet Coke on my table, I figure I'd put it right next to it to show you exactly how it compares. You can see why they call it that because of the size. It looks pretty much like the exact size of a soda can. And before we get to the flashlight, I wanted to show you the one accessory that comes with it is the ballistic nylon case. Very nice case, quality. The Velcro. You see me here taking a flashlight in and out of the case. Didn't come with any extra O-rings or any lanyard or with a flashlight of this size, you're not going to be really expecting a clip. So those of you looking for stats, let me throw some stats on the screen about this flashlight right now. I'll pause it or I'll run it slowly so you can go by over the stats. So let's look over the flashlight. Here's the 3 Cree that was mentioned in the stats earlier. Maximum output of 9,000 lumens. Beautiful aluminum body. One button operation. Here's the tail end. Able to tail stand. No lanyard, place for a lanyard. Here it is in the hand. Feels really nice in the hand. Weighs about 16 ounces without the batteries. I like the knurling on there. The knurling. I keep saying it wrong all the time, but you know what I'm talking about. Again, look at the reflectors. I like the blue accents around the button and the front of the reflector. Really nice touch. I'll look at the single button operation. Beautiful flashlight. All right, so let's take a look at the batteries, the compartment. It takes 4 18650 batteries. OLIGHT was very kind enough to give me the batteries to use. They wanted me to use their brand of batteries. They said for the specifically made for this type of flashlight. To me, it looked like your standard 18650, but I, they wanted me to use them, and that's what I did. When I got them, I charged them up, put them all in there. Yeah, I know. I put the battery in backwards by accident. So before you say, Joe, what are you doing? You're putting it back on. I realized my mistake after I recorded that video. But it's a simple process. You know, the batteries 2 up, 2 down, and you can see by the grooves, like I showed you in the beginning, how easy it is to just line up correctly so that the batteries go in perfectly. There it is again, more in my hand. As I said, about pound, 16 ounces without the batteries. I got to be honest, I didn't weigh the flashlight with the batteries in it. But it's a hefty amount. You're definitely going to feel it in your hands. There's the branding. It just has a nice, solid feel. Definitely a well-crafted, beautiful flashlight. On OLIGHT's website, the flashlight goes for about $1.99. It's hard to find it by itself like on Amazon because Amazon's selling a different packages to go with it. So let's take the flashlight outside. Now you're going to see me fussing around with this a little bit. I was trying to show you in the dark. There is a mode where you hold the button down, and it gets to your like a 3 lumen mode. So I guess that's like a map reading mode. But I couldn't get it going on, so then I just started adjusting it for the light. And I never feel like outside lights, especially on camera, when you're trying to film outside lighting on camera, it doesn't really do it justice. But I'll try to do as best as I can. I did it on 2 different areas. So here's the low, medium, high. You'll see me going through the motions. Let's pause while I'm still playing with the camera. You can see I was trying to show you the map mode or whatever mode that they call it. But I wasn't getting it going on, so I said I realized that after the filming that the video wasn't really coming through, so I kind of gave up on that. But there is a very low mode, like a 3 lumen mode, where you could use like to see something like your keys or something like that. So basically, besides that low map mode, the 3 major modes are the low, medium, high. You'll see me fussing with it here. Eventually, I go to another fence and I try to show you a different angle. I didn't feel like this was doing it justice, as I said earlier, but the low is 300, the medium is like 1,000, and the high is 3,000. But eventually, I moved on to the to another spot that had like a white fence. So here I'm showing you now. And then if you double click while on the high mode, the 3000, it goes to, they call it a turbo mode, which is at 5500 lumens. And then from there, you're supposed to go to double click it again, and it goes to the 9000, which they call it the turbo S mode. Here you see me going through the mode. I'm also, if you triple click it while on high mode, it goes to the beacon, or I can't think of the way, that mode that you're seeing right there. What I found a little bit difficult is getting to the 9000 mode, the 9000S. I find that when it's in the 5500 mode, it gets to that fine, but the 9000 mode, the light just comes on for like a brief seconds and then goes right down. Now I've spoke to OLIGHT about that, and they were asking me, was I charging the battery enough? And I said, yeah, I was. It's like I've been, I charged the batteries up, I put them in, and I didn't want to change it to another battery. I stuck to those batteries, but I just seem to keep having that problem with the 9000 mode. It'll go on for like a half a second and then it goes off. Check that, not goes off. Yeah, if you try for the 9000 Turbo S and it steps back down to the 5500, the turbo mode. So in all, I really like this flashlight, but it does have like, I guess, 2 slight negatives. Well, one, if you're expecting to get a flashlight and to be able to use this on, at least from my findings, constant 9000 lumen modes, I'm having a little bit of difficulty getting it to that mode, as I stated outside with the testing. Even at 5500 lumens, the flashlight is plenty bright. Like I said, the video outside doesn't do this justice. That's why in a lot of my videos, when I do flashlight videos, I really don't take the flashlight outside. I've tested other flashlights outside trying to record it, and I just don't think the camera does it justice. And of course, also is the price. $199 might be a little steep for some. However, you are getting a really top-notch, well-made flashlight. I found this flashlight very easy to use, very fun to use. I used it a lot taking out my dogs, and it's just, like, again, it's just a beautiful flashlight. Some people also might find it a little heavy. I mean, it's a pound without the batteries, and I didn't measure the whole thing with the batteries, but it's definitely weighted in your hands. But if you're looking for at least 5500 lumens, again, I'm going to chalk up the 9000 to my own. Maybe that's just something I'm experiencing. Maybe that's just something I'm doing wrong. But it's still a fantastic flashlight. But in the event that I'm not doing anything wrong, $199, like I say a lot of my knife reviews, I want my knife to work everything perfectly, and I want the same for this flashlight. But again, as I mentioned, I'm going to chalk that up that maybe there's something I'm not doing correctly, and but even when it did go on for half a second, the 9000 lumen, it doesn't really appear to be that big of a difference from the 5500. Once you're getting past 3000, bright is just bright. I mean, this is just ridiculously bright flashlight. If you really want. If you're like, I was actually using it in the total darkness, and because about where I am, as you can see in my yard, it's pretty deep and it's pretty dark, and I use it in the total darkness, and it was just a pleasure to use. I mean, my dogs, they could see everything from all over. So there you have it, the OLIGHT X7 Marauder. 9,000 max lumens, going for $199 on OLIGHT's website. And like I said, on Amazon, they have all different battery packages with all different prices. So thanks a lot for watching. Take care, and I hope you enjoyed the video. Hey guys, thanks for watching. I hope you really enjoyed my video. And please remember to like, share, and subscribe. Thanks everyone. Take care.